tough sledding in the first half, just keeping those drives alive. Do you get any sense of why you guys weren't able to kind of keep those possessions going?
Too many third and longs. Obviously didn't sustain drives well enough in the first half or the second half, to be honest. Didn't run the ball as well as we can, obviously, and then just didn't play well enough in the passing game to overcome that. So it was obviously scored early, which was great, but we weren't able to be consistent on drives, and our defense was out there for a long period of time, which isn't good.
You did mention weren't running the ball well enough. I was tracking the first downs. At some point in the game, it was like 7 for 7 yards. How much freedom do you have to kind of see that trend and check out of it as the game's going on?
I think it's something you got to be consistent with. We got to keep trying to do it. That's a defensive front that really loves to rush the passer. They've got a really talented front, and you got to keep them honest. And we just didn't do a good enough job making those runs count, and make them really think about them. And that's on all of us, myself included, to make sure we're getting us in the best runs, and then we got to go out there and execute it. But just a tough physical defense that we didn't play well enough to win.
Thank you, Matthew.
Yep.
Dave.
Matthew, how about the pick six? Can you just walk us through that play, what you saw there?
Yeah, just didn't have good enough eyes on the nickel. I didn't see him. Obviously, that is pretty evident when you watch it. Wish I'd have gone somewhere else, no question about it. Obviously, wish I would have held on to the ball too when 53 got it from me. 2 plays that I can't make for us to have a chance to win, especially in a game like that. We're going to have to score a bunch of points, and I wish I had those 2 plays back, no question. Obviously, I think even if I just get sacked on the one, Prater makes that field goal. It just helps us with momentum and gets us points. Then obviously starting the next drive with a pick six is tough. I'll give our guys credit, bounced back and scored quickly on the next drive, to try to negate it. But it's just too many mistakes.
And then can you just put this loss into perspective? I mean, you won the last couple of weeks. Everyone's feeling pretty good about themselves. This one obviously didn't go well at all today, but it's one of them. It's one game at the end of it. So how do you sort of juggle the emotions of where everything is at right now and where things stand going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating to lose. We put a bunch of work into it, and when it doesn't go the way you want it to go, it's not fun. And this one's no different. But at the same time, we gotta learn from it. We'll look at the tape. We'll figure out where we can be better, and we got a new opponent next week. We're gonna have to get ready to go to them and play well.
All right, thank you.
Rothstein.
Yeah, hey, Matthew. I'm curious, why do you feel like y'all have struggled so much at home over the last year plus?
I mean, there's nothing other than execution and trying to win the game. I mean, we just haven't won enough. I don't really, to be honest with you, pay too much attention to where we win the games. I just want to win them. We haven't won enough, obviously, in the last couple of years, and got to get it going a little bit this year too.
Why do you also think maybe consistency has been such a problem for this team since going as far back as 18?
I think this league is tough. You know what I mean? You look week in and week out. There's wins and losses every week where you didn't expect it, quote unquote. The experts. But you got to you got to make sure that you're doing everything you can possible during the week to get ready to go play, and then you go out there and play on Sunday and try to execute as best you can. And some weeks you execute better than others, and you win the game, and other times you don't. Obviously, it's disappointing and frustrating to not win them. But as far as consistency goes, it's just everybody's got to do their job at a high level every time.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew.
Justin Rose.
Hey, Matthew, you take a couple of steps forward with those wins the past couple of weeks, and then it feels like you take a couple of steps backwards. How do you make sure that this doesn't keep going backwards as a leader of this team?
Oh, you got to prove yourself every week. Just because we won a couple weeks ago in Jacksonville doesn't mean we're going to go down there and beat Atlanta. And just because we beat Atlanta doesn't mean you're going to go out there and beat Indy or lose Indy. So, each week it's a prove yourself league. You got to go out there and prove yourself on Sundays. And, we'll have another opportunity to do that next week.
And you and Patricia both kind of said, just wasn't our day. Is that a valuable excuse, I guess? I don't want to say excuse, but is that a valuable reason for a team not performing well?
I just don't, I think we didn't execute well enough. When you look at it, myself included, if I play like that, it's going to be tough for us to win. I'm sure that there's a lot of guys in our locker room looking at themselves in the mirror saying, if I play like that, it's going to be tough for us to win. So, if you guys want to put it on somebody, put it on me. I can't turn the ball over twice, and we got to get the ball in the end zone more.
Great. Thanks, Matthew.
Cool. Appreciate it.